Welcome in, everyone. Happy Sunday. What's going on? Hit the thumbs up, enjoy the intro, and we'll get into it.
Camera thief, take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the pastel stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides. The scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
Always good advice. You might as well row that boat. What's happening, everybody? What's going on out there? I see headstones and headlines, Angel of Light. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Shout out all the moms out there. Hopefully you got a break today, as I'm sure it's well deserved. Brenda Sue, thanks so much for being here. Seclusion, what's up? How's everybody feeling? I don't have much planned. I just wanted to check in, catch a vibe, see what everyone's feeling out there. I see there's a new case that all the vultures are circling around, clamoring to be an advocate. Can't even be an advocate for themselves. So that's interesting. I guess that's just the way it goes here. What are you guys up to? I didn't see too many people were live, so I figured I'd jump in and see what was happening. I would look to see what national day today is, but of course it's Mother's Day. Let's see here. Wonder when Mother's Day first came about. It looks ancient. It says Mother's Day has roots both in historical and more recent celebrations of motherhood. Ancient cultures like Greeks and Romans honored goddesses associated with motherhood. In the 19th century, there were several early efforts to create a day to honor mothers, including Anne Reeves Jarvis Mother's Day work clubs and Julia Ward Howe's Mother's Day proclamation. However, the holiday as we know it was largely at the result of Anna Jarvis, who advocated for a National Mother's Day to honor her mother, Anne Reeves Jarvis. Let's check. Let's see who Anna Jarvis is here. Let's have a look. What's up, Maritza? Thanks so much for being here. Zero Jules, what's happening? Some mellow Sunday. All out of venom for today. Just figured I'd check in with everyone, see how we're doing. Sort of a sunset vibe, except I'm too lazy to walk out and do the sunset. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Share this out. I must admit, straight up front, not too much drama. No body cams, no FOIAs. Just chewing the fat. Which is the title of my live stream. And it's a term I've heard ever since I was a very young kid. But I had no idea where it came from. So I Googled that, and it turns out chewing the fat comes from, it's an old sailor term, as they would preserve pieces of meat in salt and pieces of chicken in salt. And they'd refer to eating it as chewing the fat. Let's have a look here. This is Anna Jarvis. She is the one that's responsible for what we know today as Mother's Day. It says May 1st, 1864, Webster, West Virginia. And she passed away November 21st, 1948 in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Those stinking Pennsylvanians are always up to something, aren't they? Let's see here. For her mother, the socialist activist and community organizer during during the American Civil War era, Anne Marie Jarvis was the founder of Mother's Day in the United States. Her mother frequently expressed a desire to establish such a holiday. After her mother's death, Jarvis led the movement for the commemoration. However, as the years passed, Jarvis grew disenchanted with the growing commercialization of the observation and even attempted to have Mother's Day rescinded. By the early 1940s, she had become infirm and was placed in a sanatorium by friends and associates, where she died on November 24th, 1948. A legend exists that a portion of her medical bills were paid by florists. Interesting. Also interesting the way this is worded. She became infirm and was placed in a sanatorium by friends and associates. The fuck? I thought only certain people in your life had the power to fucking put you in a sanatorium, like friends and associates. Could you imagine? I know a few people around here. Are they associates? They need to be put in. Never mind. $52 watching. Oh, I don't know. She has the same birthday as you. No shit. It's funny because you're familiar with Westchester, Pennsylvania as well. It's kind of windy here. Hopefully that's not becoming a problem out there, but like I said, we're not curing cancer here. We're just chewing the fat. That's wild. She has the same birthday as you. An awesome way to solidify docs out there. That's my birthday. Waka waka. Hey, Charlotte's Webbing. Good to see you. Hope you're well. I did make a couple of short videos today. I hope you had a chance to see them. They're kind of snarky. Exactly opposite of the vibe I have right now, but maybe we'll have a look at one. Let's see. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, pretty mellow day. It went from like 85 degrees yesterday to 65 degrees today. So it's welcomed. The Pittsburgh Pirates win yet again. I saw a baseball game yesterday, and I'm sure most of you could care less about baseball, but this is notable. This was a 21-0 baseball game. That's a football score. When I first looked at my phone and saw 21-0, I was like, what the, this can't be right. Sure enough, the San Diego Padres beat the Colorado Rockies 21-0. Now, everyone that knows baseball even a little bit knows that Colorado has a reputation because of its elevation for having balls cracked out of the stadium more often than other stadiums. I mean, that's just something that's known. But that's also advantage to their own players, right? I mean, so it didn't make sense to me. 21-0. It was a shellacking. It was gnarly. Let's see here. My videos. Give me 1 second. I'll show you a little something I made this morning. I got to tell you about making this video. I spent most of the time whilst making the video on on the damn saxophone noise for the intro and the city noise. My videos aren't cinematic quality in any way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being braggadocious, but I do really take my time with the sound effects. It's obnoxious. Check it out. And I do pride myself on making things from scratch. That is to say that, aside from the obvious song that you'll hear in here that's somebody else's, I do all the sound effects, all the images, everything. Little thing I call Stand on It. And I have no idea. Like, I made it in 4K, and for some reason it's there it is. It's 1080p. But for some reason it defaults to like 360p, which is annoying as shit.
One thing you gon' learn about me, I'm gonna stand on it, and we cut so differently. Bing bong.
I don't mean to laugh at my own shit. That's bad luck, but that's fun. To me, I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed making that. It was fun. Bing bong. Bing bong. It's so funny. Like, I used to look for characters and like audio clips from other people in videos saying like things that I want. Like, I would just Google like person saying this, and then I realized I could do that all myself. I could just record into CapCut my voice and then slap filters on there to make it sound like fucking anything from Santa Claus to Elvis. It's pretty great. It's pretty fun. There's no sense in resisting AI at this point. You just gotta use it as a tool. Hey Marie, thanks for being here. What's going on? The Braves, yeah. Charlotte loves all sports. Me too. I'm a sucker for, well, I think the most real sport there is in the way of American professional sports is definitely hockey. I think it's overlooked a lot of ways simply because they play 80 games, 89 games or some shit, and they play every other day for months. NFL players, it's a tough sport, but once every 7 days is not the same as, and in hockey, it's just part of the game to just bash into each other constantly. So, I mean, basketball, you can't even fucking touch each other. Soccer is all about endurance, and we don't have much of a professional soccer. I mean, other than our U.S. team, our national team. I guess Chicago has a team, but I mean, it's not real. It's not popping, so to speak. But I do too. I love all sports. Oh, thanks, Charlotte. I just threw it together like that saxophone. There's so many different saxophone samples out there. Sheesh. I made another thing this morning too. I'll show you real quick. The birds are chirping here. Let's see here. Back to my videos. So did you guys have a chance to get in touch with your moms? Did you spend some time with your chillins out there? Oh yes, this one's just another. This is just a 21-second one. Again, I was just feeling a little snarky, nothing too crazy. This one was fun to make because it's a quote from Mac Miller, who is from my hometown of Pittsburgh and a bit of a legend there. Another musician lost too young, but check it out. I think the best way to do this would be to
act.
You know the tactics you're using to answer these questions are only going to work once in this interview. You know that, right?
I'm not using no. I don't know nothing about tactics, man. All I know is how to be real.
Waka waka.
I don't know nothing about tactics, man. I just know how to be real. All right. Been listening to a lot of Mac Miller the last couple of days. Been reading some Charles Bukowski. I read the last chapter in my book, the new Haruki Murakami book. It's called The City and Its Uncertain Walls. It's quite a read. I mean, straight from the first page, it just yanks a hold of you. It takes you on the adventure. What's up, Brittany J? I saw you're live at 7:15, 7:30. I think that's what I saw. I did check. I looked around to see when everyone was going live. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're weathering the storm. I see the shit storm is still flying like mad. I kind of just been taking the posture of observing at this point. I can't imagine there's much else I can do. Just dig in the trenches and keep fighting with someone who's already lost. Like I said, we got to find a fucking way around this shit. I'm fed up. Angel of Light. That's right. Waka waka. Strangely enough, I mean, is that being Fozzie's catchphrase? It's not nearly as easy to find like decent quality audio clip of that. It just isn't. Doesn't say it nearly as often as you'd think. What's up, Be Real? Thanks for being here. You know how these people are sitting. I do know. Unfortunately, I'm well aware. I've been sounding the alarm for as long as I can remember. As long as people would listen to my crazy ass, I've been warning them. And I'm going to continue to. I just there's not really much I could say now. I mean, could just go on all out assault and just start blasting body cams of Buzzy. I mean, it doesn't even sound like fun to me. I mean, I know people are urging me. My email's full of crazy shit right now, but it's like, how much of this has to do with me? You know, I have to focus on what I'm up to. Of course, I got your back, Brittany. I hate seeing this shit. And I'm not even referring to you. I'm just sort of like the people who are trying to drag me into all kinds of weird shit. And I'm just like, no, I'll take a hard pass on that. I'm always down to be helpful, or I should say, I'm always up to be helpful. It's just I think everyone needs to manage their expectations of me. It's too easy to start making promises to people that you can't keep. Like I'm still trying to have a live stream where I can show everyone how to make simple CapCut videos, but I can't seem to make my Samsung S24 stream or cast to my Chromebook, which it should. They're both Google. It's frustrating. It became frustrating trying to do it this morning, but I'm going to get it. I promise it. I shared your live, but would not let me tag. Oh, I have to turn that back on. I had to turn it off, but I had some psychopath tagging me in what they had for breakfast, what they had for lunch, what they had for dinner. They were tagging me of photos of them giving medication to an elderly person. I have no fucking idea what was going on. I had to turn it off. Thanks for reminding me. I'm writing down. I have to turn that back on. I mean, it's cool. Tag me in some shit that has nothing to do with me. I mean, if it has something to do with me in any way, I mean, even peripherally, like if it's something you think I might be interested in, if it's a street artist or something fun. But I'm not interested in whatever the fuck some of these people have going on. I mean, if you want me to be involved in your situation or promote your stuff, just email me. Just taking screenshots of the graphics that I design and then making them your own is just not an endearing thing to do. Like, listen, I'm going to be the first to tell you that I will support all these little clip channels, even if you're against me. Just don't be a dick, dude. It's pretty simple, man. Just don't be an asshole. They knew who I'm talking about. And I did have a channel taken down, Bing Bong, along with my legal department, my associates. This fucking scumbag channel. All these little channels that use the same dusty image that old Cubert over there, old ashtray mouth, passed around. It's just like, you can't use my full name and face. Like, what's wrong with you people? Could you imagine it? Like, I could do the same thing to them, but I don't. Although they accuse me of it anyway, so I might as friggin' well. Trust me, I can make a clip channel that would just cause terror to people, but I'm not interested in that. I would rather just sit here on Front Street and tell you how the fuck I feel about something, because I'm, What's up, unsupervised? How the heck are you? Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mama's Day to everyone. And no, I don't want body cams. No, neither do I, unsupervised. I have no interest. I have no appetite for that shit. And trust me, I know what would happen. I would get 1,000 more subscribers. I just know it. There's no question. I know that's what it is. Everyone's so bloodthirsty. I'm fucking tapped out, man, when it comes to that. There is very little more. I mean, there's showing a body cam of someone being a ridiculous person is not going to further prove that a person is ridiculous. If you don't believe that someone's ridiculous just from what you know of them already, then there's nothing more I can do. I mean, if she continues to lean into the microphone and like very creepily say, David, I know where you live. Like, okay, lady, for fuck's sake, take a breath. Take a beat. See what I did there with the words? Just fucking weird, man. Brittany says, no, don't let anyone use you so you can take the heat. And well, I know. I've been a useful idiot for fucking too many people around here. And like, look, some of it was like more of a passive stance than I should have taken. Lessons are learned here. That's what we do. We adapt, we overcome, and we keep it fucking moving. But I mean, just new people trying new tricks, it just becomes exhausting. New people trying old tricks, I should say. What's up, Kansas City Chiefs for life? Hey, y'all, just got done having pool day with the kids and the grandkids. Much needed. So cool. Awesome. I'm going to go swimming in the ocean tomorrow. I thought there would be surf today. There is no surf. Well, it's not great. Although it's real windy now, so it probably picked up. It seems every time I turn away from the beach, that's when the surf picks up. What's up, Salty? Salty GG, don't give a fuck. Let's see here, just checking out chat. Oh yes, and of course, Brittany's a mother. Happy Mother's Day, Brittany. Hope you had some time to take a break and have some fun. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Yeah, I get pretty like obsessed with making them. Like they just have to be right. I mean, I've seen people. Someone sent me a screenshot of the Buzzards Discord where they're talking about my channel, and they're like, oh, he's changing colors each month. What is he, an influencer? Like, no, just like I don't like things being dusty. I like to keep it moving. Why not change the color? Turns out I'm a big fan of color. That's why I started painting. And June's going to be like orange. So get ready. Ashtray mouth. Don't ask sinners to do anything you won't do yourself. Amen. Amen. I think I really just misrepresented myself in some situation that somebody perceived me as someone that I'm just not. You know, I mean, sincerely, don't email me and ask me opinion about a breaking case. I'm not that guy. I don't fucking know. What am I going to join the Facebook group and grab a torch? Like, nah, I'm good on that. I'll do what I can. If anything, if anyone goes missing near me and they're in need of people to search, for sure. If it fits my schedule, I would absolutely do it. I'm not going to be I don't know, a tourist searcher? I don't even know what you would call it. Professional search? I don't know. I just urge everyone who's covering this new case to please do it with consideration of everyone involved. That's all. Because we know in the past it doesn't work that way. So hopefully we learned some lessons. Probably not. I don't know. What do you guys think? It terrifies me to think that there are some YouTubers that are excited that there's a new case. And I mean, they've, in paraphrasing them, they've even said that this morning. It's like, whoa, dude, that's exactly what I thought about you. That's the worst possible opinion that you could possibly have. Ideally, there would never be another missing child, and everyone would go out of business. You'd have to start covering other things, other true crime. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be just the best? You know what that would do? That would hamper business. It sucks, man. B-Rose said, yesterday was my first day on the streets for a week. I had to support Joneson for the tryouts for the Milkers. Shit, I missed all of that, but I hated the way they did Savage. Yeah, I'm Team Savage no matter what. There's always going to be some goofy shit. Here's my question. Did she hurt a kid? No, she didn't. Okay, did she hurt someone else? No? Okay, cool. Did she hurt herself? No? Okay, we're all good here. None of my fucking business. It's pretty simple for me, you know? But yeah, I hate how they did Savage. They're just making money off her. That's what that whole world is. And I'm not going to start talking shit on the local universe now after I've been cheering for them. It's a genius idea. I mean, there's no question in my mind. But everyone observing was full aware that it's a machine that's made to just chew people up. It's just like any other reality show, just like Road Rules for goofballs on YouTube. You know, fucking doing challenges, being punished. Like it's entertaining. And hey, here's the thing. At least it's something. Most people aren't doing anything. Oh, yes, that reminds me. Looking upon my notes here, there's something I'm going to begrudgingly do at this point. I have a redaction or what is it? Editorial correction that I need to do. On one of my lives, it was brought to my attention that on one of my live streams recently, just one of the last few, I'm not sure which one, someone brought up the fact that Laura was working as a checkout at a Home Depot, and I think I snickered at that and I joined in the laughs at that. After it being presented to me exactly the way that I handled it, I realized that I handled that situation wrong, because who the fuck am I to tell a mother that I'm laughing at her getting a job or wherever the fuck she wants to get a job. If she wants to get 3 or 4 jobs, who am I to judge if it's 7-Eleven or fucking washing windows at the crosswalk? It makes no difference to me. It was improper of me to snicker at that. And whoever brought that joke into my chat, you know, that's not what I'm working toward over here. So once again, Laura haphazardly gets her flowers. I mean, this I would say this for anyone. Hold on a second. My neighbor is grinding metal all of a sudden. All right, sorry about that. So just to be clear, any one of us, and from what I understand, she's got a manager position and it's not a checkout. And even if it was, who the fuck am I to ridicule that or laugh at that? Because we're dealing with people that wouldn't get a job to support their family if their friggin' lives depended on it. So shout out anyone who's trying to betterfy their situation. If that includes Home Depot, fucking so be it. There's plenty of good positions at Home Depot. Who am I? So, what's up, Birdbath Ho? Great name. That's her way of seducing you, David. No, there's nothing seductive about that whatsoever. I mean, at all. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much, Charlotte Webbing, for the $10 cash app. That's so sweet of you. I'm sorry for the background noise. There's not much I can do unless I move, and I don't want to. Does it sound crazy? Here, I'll play a song. Maybe he'll be done in quickly. That sucks. What's up, Nanny of 8? Thanks so much for being here. If I didn't say hello, please forgive me. If you guys could do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up. Double check to make sure you're a subscriber too, because YouTube has a funny way of just automatically unsubscribing you from stuff. I have to check on my favorites all the time. For some reason, I keep getting booted from a couple of the same channels. I have no idea why. And when I say booted, I mean unsubscribed when I didn't do it. I've taken my granddaughter to the hockey games. Oh, cool. That's so cool. Yeah, if you're lucky to get a seat against the glass, it's quite an experience when two people come bashing into each other. That's just bait, sinner. Just laugh like I do. I try. Oh, I didn't see Josh. Yeah, I'm sorry about the fucking metal grinding noise in the background. Nothing I could do. It's gonna drive me insane. It's Sunday, so it's completely appropriate day to be in your yard fucking grinding metal. It's just so loud. Love to see your art center. I'm putting stuff together for you guys. I know I keep making promises. This is my 90-second live stream. So I've been dared, I'm not sure I'm actually going to do, but I've been dared to do a 24-hour live stream just to see how that is. And if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it in celebration of my 100th live stream. Because let's face it, who knows how long I could do this? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that grinding noise. It's so obnoxious, though. Fuck. Hey, KCG, thanks so much for being here. You know what? I got to put something on because I'm sure that's just obnoxious. Give me 1 second. I'm going to play a tune and hopefully he can work it out. And as soon as I say that, I hear the tool come to a slow roll. I didn't see Josh. Oh, there he is. What's up, dude? Hope you're well. Like the pastels. I'm all about the color, brah. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I watched motherfucking sunsets. And I was listening to poetry this morning and fucking painting like a wild man. Oh, you can barely hear it? Okay, because it sounds loud as shit here. Thank you so much for letting me know. VKaser, what's going on? Happy Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to you as well, Josh. I'm sure your mother is looking down and proud of you, man. Hey, Selena Dixon, thanks so much for being here. How the horse feet, Caser? I hope you're well. No, we're not dragging families. We don't. Listen. Unless I'm really fired up, I don't even touch on people's parenting or lack thereof. I just when I get fired up, when people lean in and say, "David, I know exactly where you sleep. It's my business to know where you are at every minute." Shit freaks me out, man. I mean, listen. I'm going to be the first to admit I don't always react the right way, but sheesh, I should get some credit for some restraint because my goodness, I mean, if some of this shit went down with these people, we'd be looking at a complete like just explosion. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. You've been watching your own cases. Awesome. Yeah, Emmy's been doing her own thing too. I'm starting to get really like deep with all the new information on the Brian Koberger case. It is what a shit show, right? Fuck. I might go there. I think I've mentioned it. I think if I do go there, it's going to be for 2 months. And what I'll do is Monday through Fridays, I'll just work as sort of like an anchor. Assuming I can get the press pass to get into the courtroom, I'll just work as an anchor for those of you who are actually still doing true crime and covering it. And I could just give you a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like recap of what I'm seeing inside the court. And then Saturday, just do my own live stream once a week of what I experienced and maybe get some interviews along the way. Nothing too complicated. It's really not a very expensive place to go and visit. You know, I mean, I'm finding vacation rental, VRBO, vacation rentals by owner for like, I don't know, $700-800 a month for a studio or small 1-bedroom real close to the courthouse. I don't know. It's just a thought. I may not do it. Like I said, I'm not so committed to true crime, but big case like this, it's it's interesting no matter what you say about it. And I think there are going to be some crazy twists and turns. And let's face it, this guy loves a little drama, right? So, I mean, shit. Real interesting stuff coming out recently, though. Trickling out, as they say. I don't believe in exploiting, nor do I. Let's see. Keem pissed me right off. He was angry about what was done to his girlfriend, rightfully so. But it didn't happen with Savage. See, I guess I got to get the detail. I know there was a dance situation, and of course, I saw our favorite true crimers over here capitalizing on the situation. Come on, like that is a clear indication that there is just no content whatsoever. Just got to use. I mean, come on, man. Make a short video with a fart noise in it and impress me, because some of these channels just have no content. They'll literally just pull up someone else's shit, press play, and just ghost the situation. Like, that should not be allowed. Somebody produced that video. Someone worked hard to do that. I know what it takes to make a 48-second video. So I can imagine what it takes for a whole production like that. Fuck that, dude. That's stealing. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite, but you just can't put it on autopilot. Like, the way people use court TV is just egregious. You have to give commentary, YouTubers. You can't. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those of you that give commentary, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the ones that just press play. The ones that fantasize about, being a law expert. You're not Emily D. Baker, you guys. There's only one of her, and she's a fucking badass, in case you didn't know. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. I feel a little bad for not having, any big bang boom for you to dazzle you. I just wanted to check in. Let's see here. Laura says a lot of ish I absolutely don't agree with, but I'm over some acting like they are any better than their Bing bong. Unsupervised. Here's what I'm going to let my chat know about unsupervised. Unsupervised fucking gets it. She just gets it. That's exactly right. Nobody's co-signing calling CPS. Of course not. Exactly the opposite. Quite the opposite. But let's face it, man. The people that are ridiculing her are the ones that would do the same thing and even worse. So what are we saying? I mean, as much shit as I sling on YouTube, I think people misunderstand the situation. There's none of us should be fucking poking fun at anybody who's making their situation better financially for their family. I mean, even when it comes to a job, I mean, if you're just looking, you know, if you're a YouTuber full time, cool, do that. It's the people in the middle area that cause all the problem. It's like have content if you're going to do it. Like the buzzard, I'm sorry, I hate to drag her into my peaceful Sunday, but she has zero content. It's embarrassing. It's crazy that anyone can get away with that. In order to get away with no content at all, there's only one way to win that, and that's to cam up and have a personality. And she won't do that either. So it's just like a lose, lose, lose. Yeah, let's get those likes up, guys. Come on. We can get 100 likes. 100 is usually my goal. Marie says, not too many on here take accountability or apologize. Being the better person may not be popular, but it's respectable to be. Oh, I get shit for it. I mean, I understand people are rightfully upset with Laura. You know what I mean? I'm not co-signing anything that she's done. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is her getting a fucking job, no matter what that job is a positive thing. Because you know what that means? More money for her to take care of her family. Positivity. The fuck is wrong with that? You're going to make fun of her for working. People that don't work are going to make fun of someone who is working. Nah, I'm an idiot for giggling at that. I didn't realize what was happening in the moment. But I did think about it. Like I often think about most things that I say. And I don't get credit for that either. Whatever. Laura 1, Center 0. What's up, Steffi Poo 42? Happy Mother's Day indeed. The Toledo walleye throw fish. Oh boy. A walleye. Speaking of overweight, Cluminati's still over there waiting for Brittany J's response to her 48-hour ultimatum. That's funny. Sorry, that was supposed to be funny. Get it? She's over there waiting. Where's T-Roll? I haven't seen him in a minute. I saw him yesterday. He's knee deep in the locale stuff. I mean, he's a vital part of Savage's situation. So he's probably manning his battle stations, as it were, metaphorically, of course. I know T-Pac is getting blamed for all kinds of weird shit, and he's one of the best dudes around. As is T-Roll. I'm not pitting them against each other. They both are great dudes. So I mean, that's probably what they're. But he did comment on my my live from yesterday, replay crew. So he's around. He's here. Savage's live was great. Yes, it was. I caught most of it. I need more hours in my day, man, because I'm at the point now where people who I support are emailing me and saying, hey, man, you never come into my chat and you never drop my link. Dude, I drop fucking everybody's link. If you're in my chat, I'll drop your link. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. But then I looked and I was like, oh, man, you're right. It's been a fucking month since I've been over there showing any support, but I don't have enough time in my day. And I have to, there reaches a point where you got to be selfish and be like, nope, I'm just turning it off. You know, I have that luxury because I'm not supporting my family with this. Fucking hats off to people that do. It's a crazy way to make a living. It's absolutely possible, though. I know some of my friends are like, you can't make a living on YouTube. Yes, you can. For sure you can. Just think about this. Just a few $100s that I make a month on YouTube If I was in a country where it costs nothing to live, I could live like a fucking king and give you the exact same content. I mean, not like I'm going to, but I mean, consider that. Just saying. I mean, you can give the same content from anywhere with a good, Wi-Fi signal. You may have to just screw your sleep up. Like when I used to watch Mel Pandora all the time, there was this guy that was in Morocco. There was another guy that was in India. There was a Pakistani guy that would join panel every once in a while. It was wild. Straight up livestock just roaming around the streets and behind the guy. I don't know. I'm just tired of the limitations that are supposed. You know what I mean? The self-regulation of possibility is just obnoxious. Like, what's up, Lucky Lou and Coco too? I caught a few seconds of your live the other day. I was in a place where I couldn't really chat very much, but so cool to see your birds. Everybody go sub up to Lucky Lou. I've never snubbed anyone to share their link. Anyone who ever asked me to share their link in my chat, I just say, sure, go ahead. Have one of my mods do it, or I'll do it myself if it's convenient. Like, I never, not once. There have been a few people that I shared their link, and I was just later, like a month later, they're making crap about me. And I'm like, oh, geez. You got them at least 50 subscribers. That sucks, dude. But whatever. They're going to keep talking anyways. Might as well talk about me. What's up, Truth Seeker? I hope you're having a good day. Tinker in the house. Yes, you're right, Tinker. She will not be welcome into your country. I saw your comment. Some of you guys leave the best comments. Also, I have to say this. And it doesn't matter to me if it comes across mean, because I'll just be what it is. If you leave a comment under any of my videos, or if you leave any comment on my platform at all, and it's over 400 words, I'm just going to delete it. I'm sorry, I can't read that. It's insane. That's an insane thing to do. Just email me and get some general, just simple, basic outline understanding of what a paragraph is. Because if you start your life story at age like 17 and you just tell me everything all in one sentence, I can't do it. I tried. I can't do it. I mean, even with an AI tool to say, hey, AI, what the fuck is happening right here? It's still difficult to navigate through. So help me out. Help me out. I mean, if it's that important and it's not incredibly private, just call in on Tuesday when I do my call-in show, and I'll give you all the time you want. But those comments, I don't even look to see who it is, because I don't want to feel bad if it's one of my friends. I just go boop, KO. It makes a noise and it's gone forever. If you leave those comments under every video and it's going into great detail about how terrible of a person I am, then I just block you from my channel. So just save your energy for something more productive, or just become more creative. Because if you're talking shit and it's funny or has any kind of intellect to it, then I leave it. I don't want yes men. That's not what I'm interested in. But at the same time, like, at least be a good sport. That's all. Be a good sport. Keep it real. Keep it facty. There's enough about me that's real that you could fucking clown and make fun of. You don't even have to make anything up. Just pay attention. That's all. Steffi Poo 42 says, and I'm way behind the chat. Sorry, guys. My cat Scratch just arrived from my Lars. Oh, cool. It's black and red. It's so cool. I just found out he is a she. Oh, Lord. That's funny. Make sure you get that kitty fixed. It's my obligation as a human on Earth to tell everyone that. Let's see where we at here. What's up, Sunnyside? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry if I missed you. Thanks everyone for being here. Fly on Your Wall, 1977. Rotten Mango on YouTube is there with the press pass. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a process. I've begun the process to try to get into the courtroom. It's not as difficult as you'd think. Decent sized courtroom, big city, moderate sized city. I've been watching a lot of concerts. Kudos to the people who video recorded the entire thing. Oh, I shared with Emmy. I don't know if she's talked about it, but Lady Gaga had a historic performance at Coachella. Say what you want about Coachella, but I've been there 6 times and it's fucking amazing. Of course, it was better at the beginning, but whatever. But the day following, no, not the day following. The performance following Coachella that she did next, Lady Gaga, was in, where was it? Let me look it up. Anyways, the next concert she did was the largest crowd for any single female artist ever in one location. It was like 2.5 million people just to watch her perform. Here, let me see if I can find it. I'm not big into pop music, but when someone's talent and skill becomes undeniable, you might as well just pay respect to them. You know what I mean? It took a while for me to warm up to Jelly Roll, but now I'm in that rabbit hole for sure. Let's see. See, how can I find this? Okay, yeah, here it is. I'll just read it to you. Lady Gaga's free concert on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, drew an estimated 2.5 million people, making it the largest crowd she's ever performed and largest crowd for any female artist in history. Sheesh. It's kind of a big deal. The 2.5 million attendees shattered the previous record for a female artist held by Madonna. Well, why not just go to the Last Step article and tell me what that record was? You're going to make me Google that shit too. Hold on, let me share this with you so it doesn't look like I'm just talking to myself. Boom, boom. All right. Gaga announced the free. Oh, it was a free show. Well, that helps a little. I mean, it doesn't 2.5 million help, but it definitely helps that people didn't have to pay. Coachella, I think the first year I went to Coachella, it was like $18 a day. I think it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or was it just Saturday and Sunday? I can't remember. It was not what it is now. It's just one weekend. Bjork. Got to see Bjork perform. Anyways, now it's like $500, $600 starting for the one weekend. And they do 2 weekends in a row with identical lineups. I don't know how the fuck they pull that off. But anyways, the concert drew record numbers of Brazilians and little monsters. Oh, I guess those what she calls her fans from around the world, boosting Rio's economy and making Gaga's return to Brazil after a 13-year hiatus. All right. Well, there is a video. Let's see.
5 million other people. That's where we begin. Pop news with Lady Gaga, who made music history over the weekend with the biggest show of her career. Gaga putting on a free one-night-only concert at the Copa.
Okay. Where the fuck is the stage at?
Copacabana. Not actually the Copacabana Beach in Brazil. 2.5 million fans flew into Rio from around the world.
Okay, dude, that's just ridiculous. What the fuck? I mean, I love big crowds. I have no problem with big crowds. I only had one difficult time, and that was at Coachella. I was right against the railing at the front of the stage with, I don't know, 140,000 people behind me, and the Beastie Boys were performing, and the wind was crazy. And everybody just had like a menacing vibe around me. And like I could feel like a surge, like a push forward, and my skinny ass is stuck with my chest. And like I'm there with my girlfriend. I'm trying to like build a brace around us. And it became too much. I was like, we're going to die in here. Let's get out of here. And we left, and as we're trying to elbow our way out of there, the Beastie Boys stopped the show and was just like, everybody fucking back up. I mean, but for a good 10 minutes, you could just feel the pressure of weight building. And it was just like, oh man, this is going to be a catastrophe. Thankfully, I was like, nope, I'm getting out of here. Fuck no.
And in that moment, Gaga set the world record for the highest attended concert by a female artist ever. But after the show, guys, Brazilian police revealed they arrested 2 people in connection to an alleged bomb threat. They stopped a purported attack against the performance and against concert goers. And one of Gaga's spokespeople said in a statement, quote, her team.
Jeez. Well, I guess if you get 2.5 million people together, statistically, 10% of people are just knuckleheads. And I'm saying knuckleheads when I would use a much larger, crass word. It's Sunday. So we're not doing that, but fuck. What a job. What a job it must be to watch over a crowd of 2.5 million people to ensure their safety and ensure the safety of the public. That must be a fucking one of the highest pressure jobs that you could possibly even conceive. I mean, other than trying to protect a high value target. It fucking blows my mind.
Team worked closely with law enforcement throughout the planning and execution of the concert, and all parties were confident in the safety measures put in place. We're just glad no one was hurt, that nothing happened. On Sunday, Gaga wrote on Instagram celebrating her fans, writing, quote, nothing could prepare me for the feeling I had during last night's show, the absolute pride and joy I felt singing for the people of Brazil. The sight of the crowd during my opening songs took my breath away.
Oh, shit.
She heads to Singapore next before she kicks off.
Shit, sorry, Angel of Light. I just saw that you gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much. And hey, Shorty! I see you, Shorty. Shorty, I know you. Look, Shorty, you fucking call in on Tuesday, Shorty. I want to know why you're talking shit, dude. For real. But thank you so much, Angel of Light. That's so cool of you. Let me see what I'm looking at. Oh my God, look at these people that just received. Oh, my haters. It's everyone watching in Discord, you nasty. Look, we got Cheesy Weezy is a new member to the channel. Angela's Clips and Giggles, a new member to the channel. I knew you bitches are watching me. Oh my gosh. My fuck, dude.
Off her Mayhem Ball tour this summer. Can you imagine
a record
singing in front of that many people?
That's a lot of people.
Well, it was free for people.
Yeah.
It was totally free.
Well, imagine if they had charged. That would have been a lot of money. That would be pretty good.
Also,
Now you're onto something.
Not hard to do, right?
Yeah. Now on to Marvel.
Nope. Boy, that fake cackle they had at the end of that broadcast gave me a little bit of anxiety. That was just like fucking reptilians. D Mystery Obsessed says, Let Me Grove, I'm just coming down from anxiety riddled with excitement. My best Mother's Day present ever. I'm going to be a granddaughter. I'm going to have a granddaughter in November. I'm like, you're going to be you found your grandmother? JK, congratulations. That is the best news ever. That's so cool. It's going to be your first grandbaby. Oh, congratulations. How sweet. Being the grandparent is the best part. You can love on them and then drop them off. Be like, all right, good to see you. Don't forget the presents I gave you. And drive away in peace. Chicago Bonnie just felt the need to be here, Headstones and Lines, but I had to delete her. And then you sent her on vacation. Oh, yeah. Was that Chicago Bonnie? I mean, come on, guys. At least come up with something believable, or stick with that one. It makes you look like third grade idiots. I like it. Congratulations. It's a hell of a response to a scathing critique that I've given to your fearless leader over there at the Hive, though. Like, I mean, of all the true, painfully true things that I've revealed and said about her, your response is that. Bing fucking bong. Fart on a wig will give you pink eye. Yeah, that's true. You gotta watch out for that old pink eye, man. I don't think I've ever had it. At least if I have, I don't remember. I did have the mumps though. Did you have mumps as a kid? That was a thing. I remember that. Like my whole throat swelling up. I thought I was gonna die. Yes, congratulations again, D Mystery. That's great news. Unsupervised has 2 grandkids, one each. Best thing ever. My grandmother raised me as a young child. In many ways, she was a mother-like person in my life. She was the best. She was the absolute best. That's all I can say. Oh, I see people saying hi to Seth, but I don't see him. But if you're in here, Seth, I hope you're well. I'm not sure. Situation with your mom, but I hope you had got in touch if you could, if the circumstance dictate that. If not, I'm pretty sure you probably know decent mom out there we can all show love to. Special shout out to single moms out there that have to do it themselves, that have to make magic out of canned goods and work 3 jobs. Yeah, I did feel guilty about saying that shit about Laura. Or actually, I didn't actually say it. Someone in my chat said it, and I said, "Oh yeah, Home Depot." Blah, 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 and then I thought about it. To be fair, I thought about it before I was emailed, and when I was emailed, I was like, "Oh, they got me." They fucking got me. Headstone's made a couple shorts about Gaga. Headstone's made a really poignant video for QB as well. I mean, it's not too dramatic. Maybe I can play that. And not even to call anyone out by name, but if you're a pet owner that's known to have your animals like perusing the neighborhood and like ripping up garbage and taking craps in your neighbor's yard, like don't talk about other people's pets, dude. Some people take that shit personally, especially the ones that care. Nanny Sharon in the house. All right, let me try to get caught up a little bit. Ginger girl, what's happening? Yeah, that's great news. Pink eye sucks. I caught it when my girls were young. Yeah, I don't think I've ever got it. I did get mumps though. I think that's what it was. Like when my throat swelled up all crazy. I remember it was a terrible ordeal. I must have been 6 or 7 if I can remember. Buy every noisy and messy toy you can. Yeah, that's a great idea. Drum set. Hey, what's up, Hot Mess? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Thanks again from all the support from Brittany J's community. You guys are always too good to me. Super sweet. I did check before I went live to see what she had cooking, and I saw she's got some true crime later this afternoon or later this evening. That's great news. I'll tune as much as I can. I don't think I stepped on anybody. I felt a little bit bad about going live same time as Savage yesterday, but I don't know if anybody ever talks about this, but when I set a super chat goal, whenever you do that, you're supposed to offer something to the people that achieve the goal, and that was a late night call-in show. I didn't necessarily have that scheduled. That is to say, if I wouldn't have met that super chat goal, I wouldn't have done it because I had already done a great live stream to my liking. what kind of arrogant asshole just called his own live stream great? It wasn't great. It was to me, it was to my liking. So I was completely satisfied with it. But let's face it, people send me money to do what I offered I could do, then I had to do it. So there's no way around it. We're going to go live at the same time as each other sometimes. It's an inevitable. What's up, Shampoo 1966? Thanks for being here. That was me. That was and is me, single mom since I was 17 and now single grandma at 51. Well, congratulations. You must have rocked that shit. No small feat whatsoever. And look, I know just from interacting with my chat and just chat around YouTube in general, there are a lot of single moms that are busting their ass to get by, and what's a more difficult job? I mean, other than protecting a crowd of 2.5 million people. I don't know. Hats off to all moms, especially double for, the single moms that have to both do the physical work and bring home the bacon. It's terrifying to me to think about being a single mother and having to figure out childcare, daycare, and then having to figure out which one you could trust and all of this shit. I get overwhelmed just thinking about it. So, I mean, and what more important of a job is it than to mold and shape the decision makers of tomorrow? I mean, it's just fucking vital. And I think some parents neglect it and some parents overlook it, but shout out to all those that don't. Shout out to all of those out there that know how vital their role is here on this awkward little planet. Let me get back in the chat here and make sure I didn't miss nobody. What's up, Cocoa Puff? Good to see you. Let's see, what else? What else is going on? Okay, let me pull up Headstone's video. It's, again, pretty drama-free. This is just a poignant response to the buzzard saying that, oh, Emmy's over there with their 25 cats all covered in piss. Just the pleasantries that she does have to offer the world in general. What's up, Apple? Thanks so much for being here. Marie says being a mom isn't always easy. I think the empty nest is way worse. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen people celebrate the empty nest situation, and I've seen other people dread it. It seems to be, just what do you prefer? I'm learning as I get older that I prefer not solitude, but my time by myself is vital to my well-being, my mental health, and even my physical health. If I'm around too many people, especially people that aren't like really contributing to productivity or positivity, then I can't hang. You know what I mean? It's just, I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather literally be in a fucking cabin in the woods, whittling wood and listening to a baseball game on the radio. I mean that. Actually, I just wrote out, my 5-year plan and my 10-year plan. I'm going to find a sweet fucking location near either a lake or a river somewhere in this country that the building permits are simple, land isn't, bone crushingly expensive, and I'm going to build a giant red fucking barn. And that's it. I could do everything I need to do there. Let's see here. And it's completely doable. Just a matter of getting it done. B-Roll says emptiness has been hard on me. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, emptiness. So your kids are talking about your kids being 17, 18, 19, going off to college. And that's a time that at least I'll do it this way. I'll speak for myself. When I was 17, 18, 19, I was pretty fucking selfish. So, I mean, that kind of doesn't help the empty nest stuff. If that is to say, if your kids just go off to college and then they call once a week and then it's every other week and then it's once a month, and you're like, hey, what the fuck, dude? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be on this fucking, or that kind of thing. But usually that goes away. I mean, you know, your kid will get out there and experience things that make them realize that they have to be thankful for what they have. And then, you guys know, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm dreading empty nest. It's coming soon. I'm going to overcompensate with cats. Or you could just like get an apartment near the dormitory when they go to college. I've seen parents do that. Marie says, I am proud, but I would definitely love a rewind button in life. Nah, I thought about that. Whereas I have grappled with regrets. I've come to terms with almost everything, and I would not want to go back one day. I mean, it's full steam ahead. You know, what is that famous cliche or saying? This is the show. There is no fucking performance, or there is no audition or practice. The second you're born, that's the show. We're not auditioning for something. This is the fucking show. You got to enjoy it. That's it. Unsupervised says, empty nest was a killer, but I raised two amazing, educated, professional women and then decided to buy more shoes and perfume. I'm happy with that. Amen. I'm a bit of a shoe buff myself, although I can't really justify spending money that way anymore. In my 20s, I was a savage with shoes for sure. I still have some gems. I still have a couple pair of shoes that are worth more than some people's cars. What's up, Gina Marie? How you doing? What's up, Be Real? Oh, I already said hello to you. John Red Barn and a horse or two. At least one. I mean, I think two because they get lonely. At least one for sure. I'm honestly one of the most, so long as I have strong Wi-Fi, solid electricity, clean water, what else do you need? I mean, you really don't need much. I saw this barn in Montana when I was out there. I was invited to this party, this all-night party. Walked into this place, and it was a from a distance, it looked just like an old-fashioned red barn, the classic red barn that you would picture in your mind. But as I got closer, it was more hexagon shaped. So it was more like a more rounded than an actual barn. But it was the same size. It was massive peak in the middle. And then we went in, and in the center of it, they were using like fucking like a TP design, because in the center of this thing, it was a fucking fire pit, and the top of the barn had an opening. And so, however this barn was designed, it was drawing the smoke directly straight up out of that hole. It was one of the coolest shits I've never seen anything like it. I'd love to replicate that. That would be cool. It seems like if the wind blows, you'd be in bad shape, but it was working like a charm. Let's see here. How far behind am I? No, I'm right on time here. Sooner you can stop caring about the bull. Well, I can try. A guy can try. Being a parent is one job you're not allowed to fail at. Even without a manual or training, it is absolutely the best gift. Let's see here. The Truth Pleases in Montana. That's cool. That's very cool, actually. I'm not talking Great Plains. I'm talking more Bozeman. Great Plains was kind of a bummer. Or Great Falls. Sorry. I was only through there. It was kind of a bummer. I don't know. I guess my only experience there was like the gas station and like in the little casino room that was connected to the gas station. Great Falls. What did I say? Great Plains, Great Falls. But Bozeman was cool. The hot springs in Bozeman, I've spoke of it before. Amazing. And I was there on I had just happened to be there on Valentine's Day, so the hot springs was kind of full with couples, but I didn't care. Here's the cool thing about that. It was negative 30 degrees outside, which, I mean, I'm from Pittsburgh. I've experienced cold weather before, but sheesh, negative 30. So I was doing this thing where I was dunking under the water and standing up, and as I stood up, all the hair on my facial hair and the hair on my head froze instantaneously, and it made this insane like crunchy noise. I must have spent 25 minutes just doing that over and over again, just like a kid. Let's see. KCG says, my son's medical condition is likely permanent. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, KCG. Please excuse me that I don't know if that's something you just learned of, or some days I don't even know what fucking day it is, KCG, to be honest with you. So it's difficult. Me, please don't think I'm being aloof. Coco Puff says, my oldest said he wanted to live with me till he was 26. I told him that might be too long. It might be. But, truth be told, historically, just as human beings, it's far more natural to stick to the family. Most countries, that's what they do. I think I've mentioned my buddy Tommy D. My name's Athanasio, but I go by Tommy D. That shit never made sense to me. But he's a wild man of Greek descent. I'll just say one of the more ruckus 5 boroughs of New York City. And I went there to visit him, and I felt like I was in a film. I felt like I was straight up. I was an extra in a film. It was his, like, not condo, but like brownstone house. But there were, on either side of him were family members. So that's the street facing side. On the back facing side, all their porches were like connected in like what seemed to be a pretty illegal way. They just built like this terrace. So it was like complete. They didn't go into each other's front doors of their house. They were just going in through these large, like walk-in size windows of each other's homes, just as a family. Like they would just go to each other's fridges and get what they needed. It was fucking wild. But also really cool. I mean, I was there a few days after Thanksgiving, so the holiday vibe was there. I don't know, good and bad of everything. I'd imagine if you live that closely with family, you really would need a way to cope and get your privacy, Be Real says, both of mine have cats and don't want children. They feel like there's too much hate in the world. I can see that too. For sure. But I mean, it's absolute paradox, because if good people aren't going to raise good children, then that's like giving up. It's like we got to keep the balance. We have to keep the good people outweighing the bad people, or else we're in even bigger trouble than we're in now. I don't know. I guess that's a goofy way to think about it. This is not a comic book. This is not a script for a movie. So I don't know. I don't have any answers. Just my thoughts. Speaking of thoughts, let's just go all the way cheesy. I'm going to play you guys a poem. I had a chance to see this woman perform at the LA Performing Arts Center many years ago, and I'd forgotten about her until today. I was listening to Bukowski, and one of her poems came up. I can't play the Bukowski poem on YouTube, or else they will restrict my video. I would love to share. Maybe I could put it on my community wall. But this lady's name is Sarah Kay, and she is a wizard of words. She is a wordsmith in the truest sense. I just thought it here. I didn't plan on playing this, so give me a second. Should be in my history. But I listened to a lot of Mac Miller today. I feel like a little bit of an asshole when it comes to Mac Miller, because I had a chance to meet that kid and I was sort of dismissive, and I've regretted so much because I didn't really wasn't into his music at the time. At the time, he was just making like beer chugging anthems, which it wasn't really. I was into, strangely enough, at that time, more Afrocentric, just like pure hip hop. So this idea of this white kid, even though he was from my city and I should have supported him, he's hugely talented. I just didn't support the beer pong ethics that he had going on. So I just wrote him off. I met him 3 times and I wrote him off all 3 times. Like, oh yeah, sure. And then, just before he passed is when I started, people were like, no, you're missing it. You have to listen to this. He has a whole nother persona that he releases albums on called Larry the Fisherman. Like there's all kinds of shit going on. You got to check this out. And I did. And I was just like, oh my God, he's actually talented. Like, holy shit. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just rambling, but shout out Mac Miller. Let's see here. There it is. This is called Forest Fires. I know it's cheesy. I don't give a fuck. Oh, let me pause it. Share screen. Let me go big.
Poem Forest Fires. I wrote this poem for my grandmother and my dad. Forest Fires. I arrive home from JFK in the rosy hours to find a new 5-in-1 egg slicer and dicer on our dining room table. This is how my father deals with grief. 3 days ago, I was in the Santa Cruz Redwoods, tracing a mountain road in the back of a pickup truck, watching clouds unravel into spider webs. 2 days from now, there will be forest fires so thick they will have to evacuate Santa Cruz. The flames will paint the evening news a different shade of orange, and when it happens, I will be in New York City, watching something else on TV. Commercials, probably, which is all that seems to play on hospital television sets, the beeping from the nurse's station mixing with sales jingles, the theme song for the ailing. My grandmother's tiny body is a sinking ship on white sheets. I hold her hand and try to remember open highways. It really goes to show that it doesn't take much with these dry conditions to start a fire. A CAL FIRE spokesman will tell CNN on Sunday. Fire officials have been working tirelessly, but controlling something this big is impossible. My mother will point at the celluloid flames, remind me how lucky I am, how close I had been, how narrowly I missed this disaster. My father will point out a commercial for the Brown and Crisp, repeat line by line how it bakes, broils, steam fries, and barbecues. He will write down the number to order it later. 3 days ago, I was barefoot, balancing on train tracks, the full moon an unexpected visitor, the smoke-free air as clean and sharp as these city lungs could stand. 2 days from now, I will find my father making egg salad in the kitchen, exhausted after an all-night shift at the hospital. I will ask if he needs help and understand when he says no. I will leave him to slice and dice the things he can. My grandmother folds her hands on mine and strokes my knuckles like they are a wild animal she is trying to tame. She tells me I am gorgeous, watches a commercial, forgets my name, tells me I am gorgeous again. My father watches from the bedside chair, his mother and daughter strung together with tightrope hands, fingers that look like his own. And somewhere in California, a place I once stood is burning.
Yeah, Sarah, don't play. I know, like I said, I know it's not for everyone, but what a wordsmith. And there's so much of her stuff to listen to. from TED Talks to just low quality fan videos here on YouTube. Hopefully one of you guys enjoyed that. Let's see, let me get back in the chat. Yes, Mac Miller was incredibly talented and raptured by addiction, as many great artists have been historically. Funny how that works, huh? Funny how almost every great artist has a pusher man in their life, someone that would sell them poison, knowing full well that they're damaging a talent and a vital part of what humanity is, and that is art. Isn't it funny that men buy Mercedes and gold chains off of slaughtering our artist? Thankfully, in the Mac Miller situation, those who actually dealt a death card to him were held accountable. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they absolutely went ahead and found themselves in prison for what, distributing such poison, absolute poison. Yeah, I love TED Talks too. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like the last lecture of, and it was that professor that gave the lecture just before he passed away. Man, that shit fucked me up for almost a whole year. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but whew, I can't remember his name, but it was incredible. Let's see. I never knew him until he passed unsupervised, and it's how sad he went. Yes, definitely. He owned a little theater in my city. This is a theater that I would sneak away to because none of my friends knew or were familiar with it. It was in the neighborhood that Mac Miller's family, the Squirrel Hill neighborhood. Pretty uppity neighborhood, let's be honest, but some really great people there. Old money mixed in with working class, just like Pittsburgh is, But inside of this theater, it had a feature that not most theaters have. And actually, it's sort of a nod to Mac Miller, too, this would occur. There's a bar inside of that theater, and it's not a large theater, but you can get yourself a well-made drink made by a barmaid. And you can take that drink right into the theater with you and enjoy a film. Whereas I'm doing my best not to drink now. That at one time that feature was everything. But that's the way Mac lived his life, to the fullest. Definitely danced with some demons for sure. Prince also went the same way. Exactly right. I'm not sure if they got the people that sold him the poison. I don't know either. But isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how there's always someone that's going to financially capitalize off of the propensity for artists to explore their mind and their souls, and it's so fucked up. What if there were groups of people that could capitalize on making supporting these artists and these musicians? Could you imagine what would happen then? We'd have new Jimi Hendrix music, I don't know, man. We do it wrong in a lot of ways, but we do it right sometimes too. I don't have much else for you guys. I think I just wanted to check in. Mellow Sunday. I think I'll play one more Sarah Kay poem and then call it a night. Got options. Brittany J's going live here in a little bit with true crime stuff. Salty Lunatics is going live here if she's not already. So we got options. Let me get you one more Sarah Kay though, because she's my jam. Which one should I play though? Okay, this is one of my favorites too. This is called A Bird Made of Birds, and this is from a TED Talks. And if this for some reason zaps me, it probably should, because this is just straight up stealing someone's shit. But I'll drop the link in chat. The least we can do is give them a thumbs up and a subscribe. TED Talks is, you know what TED Talks is. All right, one more Sarah K, and then we'll hit the outro out of here. If anybody needs to get in touch, that email is always available. I'm going to sit down tonight or after this afternoon, and thoroughly go through my stuff and respond as necessary. So hit me up if you need to. Hit that thumbs up. Thanks again, always, for supporting. You guys rock. This one's called A Bird Made of Birds. And I listened to this just before I went live. It's a good reminder. And those of you that want to poke fun, go ahead. Real men listen to poetry. Also, for those very particular haters out there that are just like, oh, Sinner, you're in a woman's drama world. Don't worry about me. And don't be upset just because I'm comfortable in a room full of women. Don't make my grace your problem. Yeah, you get it. Somebody got it. One of you guys got it. You get it. That's Sarah K. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Like I always say, if you find yourself in an emergency and that oxygen mask drops down, put it on yourself. Take care of yourself, because if you don't, you can't take care of someone else. And that's what we're here to do, is take care of each other. Right? Right, guys? That's what we're doing here. I'll probably live tomorrow, if not the next day for sure. Let me find my outro song. 1 second. All right, here we go. Take care, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much, Angel of Light, for those 10 memberships. Boy, did we get some wild memberships, huh? I see you, Cheesy. Angela's Clips and Giggles is now a member of my channel. So is Nenny C. Whew. Take care, guys. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Sinner out.
You gotta take control.
Hey, Good Trouble, good to see you. Yep, just wrapping up. I'll be back tomorrow the next day. Take care, guys. Happy Mother's Day.
Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So put your hands up to the sky and live your best life, alright. Don't just let it go by, just try, oh my. Got only one life, got only this time. We gonna get it right. You gotta let go of those who don't belong in your tribe. So cut the bad out of your life. Yeah, do it one time. You gotta work till you're winning. Yeah, take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believe in testing and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, give it all your best. Yo, never gonna stop, no way, no. Yelling out, hey, yo, headed to the top on our way, yo. You gotta make change, yeah, there's gonna be a little pain, but nothing's worse than staying the same. So light that flame, put the work in, go claim everything you want in this place. It's time to go fast, know that energy is all cash. You could get it all if you never give up, no slack. Headed to the top is a mystery, your own path. Never gonna stop, no, you got this, never go back. I know it gets hard, you gotta love it. You gotta recharge with what you want and think of your dreams. Get that energy to go and get everything. Let's go. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go.